down south, every party we have, you can usually find a lemon bar. The recipe has been around for 100 years, and they're so delicious. So I'm gonna start this lemon dish with all-purpose flour, confectioner sugar, and a stick of butter. And with my fork, I'm just gonna blend that butter into our dry ingredients, and then I'm gonna pat it into our pan, and we're gonna bake this for about 15 or 20 minutes. All right, now I've got all this mixed up. I'm gonna finish it off with my hands. Just make sure that our butter is all mixed in. Now I'm gonna put mine into a pan, and I don't think I'm gonna spray it because there's so much butter in this piece of pastry. Plus I've got a nonstick pan. All right, so I'm just gonna press this down in here and make sure I level it off good. And I bring it up the sides of the pan just a little bit, so when I go to put my lemon filling in it, you know, it'll kind of have something to wrap its arms around. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in the oven and let it bake for 15 or 20 minutes. And when we come back, I'm gonna show you that luscious tart filling that goes in the center, and also honey bars. So I'll see y'all back in a few minutes. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to finish up these lemon bars because I can't wait to get in them. All right, now I've got my crust here. It's baked for about 15 or 20 minutes. I've pulled it out, and we're gonna add sugar, a little flour, because this is gonna be kind of a loose center, but we want just enough flour to bind it. And we've got lemon juice and 2 eggs. I'm just gonna give those a quick beat. And then pour them in there and mix that together just like that. I love making these because you don't even have to pull out a mixer. So we're just gonna pour that on top, and we're gonna run this back in the oven. And while these are baking, I'm gonna come over here and show you a glazed honey bar, and they're so good. So let's throw this on in the oven. And we'll let that bake, and we'll move on over here. Now this is a dessert that I used to serve on the Bag Lady, and I'm gonna start with a self-rising flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2/3 of a cup of oil, 1/8 of a cup of honey, a little sugar. In fact, it's a 1/2 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. And I'm gonna just give these a quick mix, and then I'm gonna pour in a 1/2 cup of nuts, and we're gonna run this in the oven, bake it in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And I'm gonna give our pan a quick spray. Whoops, was almost about to forget my nuts. I'm in such a hurry. So that's a 1/2 cup of walnuts. I love walnuts in this. So we're just gonna pour this in here. Pop that in the oven. So I wanna show you how I finish them off. And these are completely cooled. This is the lemon bars. Now all I do to these is just dust them with powdered sugar. All right, and for my glazed honey bars, I'm gonna make a very thin glaze using a little powdered sugar and one of my favorite condiments in the whole world, a tablespoon of mayonnaise and a tablespoon of milk. Teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just gonna give that a quick little mix and just pour that over our honey bars. These are out of this world. Well, what you say we cut them? And I'm gonna cut these in fairly small little bite-sized squares so that people will feel like they have room for both. You can see how they're kind of hard for me to cut because of the chewiness of them. Oh, yeah. And they're just popping right out of my pan because it's one of those non-stick type pans. They're gonna just love them. All right. And you can see the way these are cutting, they have a much softer texture to them. And you can kind of see that lemon custard kind of oozing out of them. All right, let's see how those are gonna do. Oh, yum. See that gooey center? I love the corners of a bar type cookie where they're really crispy and crunchy. I think I'm gonna put maybe a little lemon wheel just on the plate. Some fresh mint and some grapes. Just a little bit green for color. And how pretty do those look? I think maybe just a clump of grapes right there. Look how pretty that looks. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Maybe my cooking will make up for my goofiness that embarrasses Jamie sometimes. Mmm.